The idea of telling Huckleberry Finn as sort of a VeggieTales story has always been really intriguing to me because it just has such a great lesson about helping others. The challenge with the story was to make it appropriate. It just has a lot of heavy topics, slavery and abuse. But the lesson that came out of it, and Huckleberry Finn, wanting to do the right thing, even when you have to go beyond yourself and do the right thing.
Huckleberry Finn is basically just going down the river and crazy things happening along the way.
It's based on a book?
This story really shows us what it takes for you to do the hard thing, when it takes something extra and you've got to kind of make a sacrifice. And I think what kids take away from this is his sacrifice of his friend. The core of the story is right there, that moment.
Goodbye, Huckleberry Larry.
Goodbye, Tomato Sawyer.
I'm sorry, Huck.
And I think that it's a lesson that both kids and adults can apply kind of on a small scale, in their house when mom and dad need help, just taking out the garbage. But it's also something that happens on a large scale when you see something, on a world level. Sometimes you think, man, I'm just a kid, there's nothing I can do. But the truth is that very often there is something that you can do. And if we look for those opportunities to help people on a little scale and on a big scale, then that's ultimately what God wants us to be doing.
It's always easier to say, someone else can do this. This has nothing to do with me.
I thought you couldn't get involved!
Well, that's just it. When you see that someone needs help and you know you can help them, you just have to get involved.
We want to take more responsibility for the world we live in. We want to take more responsibility for the people who live down the street from us.
And I hope that rings true and that kids are able to walk away saying, okay, I have seen that modeled for me and what it takes to do that, and I think I could do that myself.
You forgot about your good friend Tomato.
And your lucky fishing pole.
I'm sorry, Huck. You were right all along. We do need to help others, even when it's not easy.
I forgive you, Tom.
What we've all tried to do at VeggieTales is tell stories that help kids and help families. I like to feel like, or I like to think that I'm using my gifts that God has given me to help others. And we try to tell stories that help parents pass on biblical values to their kids.
The obligation of being his hands and feet on earth, of showing his love to everyone who needs it. And if we can help teach that to kids, not in a duty way, but in a, look at what we can do. God has given us the ability to help, and we find our joy when we're helping. So don't just sit on the couch, don't just watch TV. If you see someone that needs help, one of your friends needs help, even if someone else could do it, someone else is closer, just go help them. Just be the one that helps. That's what God wants from us.